Hey y'all, welcome back to another video. I'm Dom and today I'll be showing you all how I clean and descale my Nespresso Virtual Nets machine. Let's get started. I hope you all are doing well and staying warm this winter. I figured since it's the beginning of the year, it'd be a good time for me to go ahead and deep clean and descale my machine. I know Nespresso recommends that you clean out your machine, that you descale your machine every 6 months and that you just do a clean through with water every 3 months. I've had my Nespresso Virtual Nets for 2 years now, and I can say that I've never properly cleaned it or descaled it, so that's my bad. Don't come for me. I'm a coffee snob, but I'm not always on top of my stuff like I should be. But it's 2023, so I'm getting back on top of things, and that starts with making sure that my Nespresso is deep cleaned so that it continues to make good coffee. So the first part of this video is going to be just cleaning it, and then the second part is going to be descaling it. Cleaning it just means that I'm going to run warm water through. I think the process in total is about 7 minutes. The descaling process is 20 to 30 minutes, and it's a little bit more complicated, so that'll be the second half of the video. Okay, so first things first, I'll go ahead and prep the machine for cleaning. So first what I'm going to do is take the cup holder here, and I'm just going to set this in the sink so I can wash it during the cleaning process. And then I'm going to take this here. First, you're going to want to wash it with just soap and water, which I've done that already. So after that, you're just going to want to fill it up with water. So here, I have some drinking water. Nespresso says to use drinking water specifically, so I'm not going to use tap water. I'm not sure if tap water might damage the machine, so I'm using drinking water just to be safe. Here's my next one. Okay. It took about 2 bottles of water to fill it completely. So I'm going to close it with the lid here and then put it back on top. The next part is I'm going to go ahead and just put this container here so it can catch the water as it falls out. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the pod collector out. It just comes out here. You can see it's full. I drink a lot of coffee, so this thing is stuffed. And I'm just going to discard this in the trash can here. Ideally, you should recycle those, but our apartment complex actually doesn't have a recycle bin, so I just throw them away for now. And then I'm going to put this back in there for the cleaning process, but at the end of everything, I'll go ahead and put this in the sink and wash it out with soap and water as well. I just don't want anything to leak while I do this. And then let me actually make sure there's no pods in here currently. Okay, there is a pod there, so I'll just take that and throw it out as well. Okay, so here I believe I close it and then lock it. Let me pull up my notes to see. Okay, so I washed it. So once it's locked, that's over it. Once it's locked, I press the coffee button 3 times in 2 seconds. Okay, and I think it should start the filtering process. So this whole process should be about 7 minutes, I'm sorry, 7 minutes. And right now my Nespresso is flashing an orange color, and I think that means that it's going through the cleaning process. So I'll update y'all when it finishes running through. It shouldn't take too long, so I'll be back. Okay, so while it finishes up the cleaning process, I'm just going to take some cleaner and wipe down my Nespresso. You can see it's a little greasy from not having been wiped down for a while. So usually what I do is I just spray it with an all-purpose cleaner. Or I spray the paper towel and then I wipe it down on the outside. Okay, it looks like the process is actually done. You can tell it really needed to be clean because the water is really, really dirty. So this is the process that you should do every 3 months if you have an Nespresso. And then the descaling, which is what I'm gonna do next, should take place every 6 months. Since I've had this thing for 2 years and haven't done either, I'm doing both tonight. And I plan on I'm gonna go ahead and make a note in my phone so that way in 3 months I can do this cleaning process again, and then in 6 months I'll descale it. I'm consistent with wiping down the outside of it pretty often, and then I take and I clean the pod reservoir and I clean the water reservoir probably once every 2 weeks. It's just a descaling that I dropped the ball on. Okay, so that's wiped down pretty good. And then I'm going to go ahead and empty this now. This is empty, and then I'll use that again for the descaling process. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a towel. And I'm going to just clean my area up a little bit here. Okay, and now it's time to start the actual descaling process. So I'm gonna put this back there. I'm gonna go ahead and open this up for now. And then I'm gonna actually empty this water here so I know exactly how much to use. Okay. So first I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. I got this packet for about 13 bucks on Amazon, and it comes with 2 of the Nespresso descaling agents here. We just need 1. So I'm gonna take my scissors here and cut. And the package just says you wanna be careful to not get this on your hands. I'll try not to do so. And then I'm going to just pour this into here. Good, so that's in there. And I'm just gonna throw this out. As you can see, it's like a pinkish, reddish liquid. And then here I have 17 ounces of fresh drinking water, and I'm going to mix this with the descaling solution. Good, so that's there. And then the next part is kind of confusing, a little tricky. I've watched a couple videos online, so I hope I can get this right the first time, but this is my first time doing this, so hopefully I don't mess this up. Okay, so the first part of it is you close your Nespresso machine, but don't lock it. You just hold it in the closed position. And then from there, you hold the coffee button until it starts blinking orange. Okay, it's blinking. So I'm gonna go ahead and you lock it after it initially starts to blink, and then you unlock it again. And then I do the same thing. I hold it. Okay, it's blinking again. So this time I lock it, and that should start the descaling process. Now I think I just need to press it here. Okay, now it's descaling. I don't know why the descaling process is so much more complicated than the initial cleaning, but essentially what you do is you hold it in the open position, hold it until it starts flashing orange, you let it go, you lock it, you unlock it, repeat that process, lock it, and then press the button, and it should start to run. So I think, oh, there we go. So it should be starting to run through. And this process takes a little bit longer. Probably I think 20 to 30 minutes is what I saw online, but I'll come back and update y'all with the finished product at the very end. And then I'm going to actually leave in the pod collector until this is over. I was gonna wash it during this process, but I don't know if anything's gonna leak. So I'll leave it there just in case. Okay, so the machine is now starting the descaling process. It's dripping some of the water into my container. So now I'm just going to use this time and I'm going to wash out my cup holder here. And I just use some soap and water. Okay, looks like it's done. So the whole process was maybe 10 minutes. I thought it was going to be a lot longer, but it actually ran through that pretty quickly. Oh, it's still blinking. I think it just needs more water. Let's see. I'm gonna press it again. Okay, it just needed more water. Not done yet. I'm gonna use this time to just froth up with quick cold brew. Okay, I have cold brew. I have some ice. I have my new milk frother. I thought that this was going to be more of a speedy process, but since it's long, I'm going to use this time to have a little late night cold. Okay, so here I'm going to take my ice cubes. I'll go ahead and put this back. I'm going to take some of this delicious oat milk creamer and some Oatly oat milk and froth it up. Also, I love taking the Stokes black cold brew, black unsweet cold brew, and putting it in the ice tray so that way I have iced coffee cubes so that way regular ice won't water down my coffee. So what I'll do first is I'll pour some of that in here. About right there. This stuff honestly tastes like, well, it goes down like water. It doesn't taste like water. It doesn't really do anything as far as keeping me up. So that's why I'm having a cup late. And then I bought this from Target. It was like 12 bucks. It's just a little cheap milk frother. I'm just gonna stick it in and froth up my milk and cream. I hope y'all can see it frothing there. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and pour this in there. There you go. Set this here. And I have a yummy, delicious cold brew with frothy oat milk and creamer on top. Something to make this process a little bit more enjoyable. Okay, it looks like it might need more water soon, so I'm going to put these away and then I'll come back to add more water. Okay, so I'm going to add a little bit more water. And I may need to switch out my container here soon. It shouldn't be too much longer though. I think I have maybe 15-ish more minutes. I'm gonna see if I can pause this to maybe empty this container. Okay, there we go. It's paused. I'm gonna take and empty this out. Just be careful not to get any on your hands when you do. Put it back underneath and then press it again. There we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and wash my hands. Let's see. Okay, it looks like the process is all done. So I guess I didn't really have to empty it out, but I'm gonna go ahead and take this and pour it here. I'm gonna wash out all the things that I use. I'm going to empty this out and clean it out really good with soap and water. I already cleaned this, so I'm gonna put it back here. And then I'm going to take this. This gets really dirty with the coffee pods and the leaves residue, so I'm gonna wash this out really good as well. And then I'm going to clean out this part of the machine because this gets really dirty as well. And it left a little bit underneath here, so I'll wipe this all up. And I'll come back to show you all the finished product at the very end. Okay, so I'm back. I finished cleaning and reassembling everything. I just washed this again with soap and water because it had that solution in it, so I wanted to make sure it's nice and clean. And then I also cleaned the pod reservoir out, so that's nice and clean as well. I gave it a good wipe down. I washed my cup holder out really well. And then I just wiped down the inside of the Nespresso machine. So now it should be working as good as new. I'll take the time to go ahead and clean it every 3 months, and then I will be descaling again next July, or this coming July. So I'll stay on top of that from here on out. But thank you for tuning into another video. I hope you all learned something. Thanks for coming along and learning about this process with me. I'll see y'all next time. As always, if you enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram. I'll see y'all next time.